Okay, let's look at common base amplifier. Okay, common base amplifier, as name suggests, base will be common, input will be given between emitter and base, output will be taken between collector and base. So base is common, that's why common base. Okay, now we will replace the transistor with its H parameter model. This whole thing is replaced by this. Okay, so this is emitter, this is collector here, and this is, here you can see base. Okay, oh sorry, this HIE will also come here. So this is the model. Okay, so there is a current source HFE-IB value, then there is HIE resistance, and there is nothing here. Okay, so we will see the analysis. First you can calculate the current gain. Current gain will be between IC and IE. Okay, here IE you can see this current is coming HFE-IB into the node O, IB is coming into the node O, so IE dash will be 1 plus HFE-IB, sorry IE, this will be IE, so IE dash will be in reverse direction, that is minus 1 plus HFE-IB. Okay, so once you have the value of IE dash, you have IC which is equal to HFE-IB minus HFE-IB, so you can plug AI is equal to IL IE dash divided by IE dash, which is minus HFE-IB divided by minus 1 plus HFE-IB, HFE 1 plus HFE. Okay, so this will be the current gain in common base. Now if you look closely, this term denominator will be greater than numerator, so current gain will be less than 1, but usually HFE is very greater than 1, so current gain almost comes equal to 1. So this and this get cancelled and current gain you will get 1. This is one of the properties of common base amplifier, very important property. So output current will be equal to input current, or output current follows the input current. The circuit is called as current follower or current buffer as well. Current buffer circuit also you call. These are the different names. Okay, just because it is provides current gain equal approximately equal to 1. Now let's look at the input impedance. Here you can see this this Zi we are calculating, and Zi dash will be the parallel of Re and Zi. Okay, so here if you will calculate Zi first, so which will be VE divided by IE dash. Okay, VE you can calculate by the voltage drop across this minus HIE-IB, and IE dash you already know, so you can calculate the value of Zi. Here you can see the value of Zi is minus HFE-IB, which is VE, IE dash is minus 1 plus HFE-IB. So this will be the input impedance just next to transistor. Okay, HIE divided by 1 plus HFE, and then you can calculate the Zi dash as well. Here you can see Zi is 1 of HIE upon 1 plus HFE. Zi will be very low. Zi dash will be Zi parallel with Re. Okay, now you can also calculate voltage gain. This is internal voltage gain. Okay, the voltage gain, this output voltage divided by VE. Okay, it's internal voltage gain. Next to transistor we are calculating. External voltage gain we will calculate next. Okay, so you can see AV is equal to V0 divided by VE. V0 is IL RC, which is minus HFE-IB RC. VE is minus HIE-IB. This we have calculated before. You divide both the terms, you will get HFE-RC divided by HIE. Okay, now you have the internal voltage gain. External voltage gain you can calculate V0 by Vs, that is V0 by VE into VE divided by Vs. That will give you AVS is equal to AV VE divided by Vs. VE divided by Vs is just a voltage division. We have seen this in Miller's theorem as well. Okay, so here you can see VE is Vs, Zi dash divided by Zi dash plus Rs. Zi dash we have calculated above. So AVS you will get AV into, here you can see AVS is equal to AV into Zi dash divided by Zi dash plus Rs. Okay, now here you can see Rs will be very greater than Zi dash, so AVS will be less than AV. So external voltage gain will be less than internal voltage gain. It will be very low for common base, and it is not used for voltage amplification, hence. Okay, so it is not a current amplifier as well as it is not a voltage amplifier. Now let's look at the output impedance. So Z0 will be Vc divided by Ic when source is shorted. Okay, so here you can see this will be the circuit, source is shorted here. Okay, rest of the term is as it is, and we have to calculate Vc divided by Ic. You have to look from here. Okay, now if you will apply KVL here, you will get IB value equal to 0. Okay, once you have IB value 0 means drop will be 0 here. So looking from this side, the impedance will be equal to the impedance of this current source, which is infinite. Okay, so internal output impedance of common base is infinite, you can see here. But if you will take external output impedance Z0 dash, it will be RC parallel with Z0, this will be RC. Okay, so if you look just next to right in right hand side, just next to transistor, the output impedance will be very high, ideally infinite, but at the output if you will see external output impedance, that will be equal to RC. Okay, so it has very low input impedance and very high output impedance. Okay, and the voltage gain and current gain it will not provide, so can't use for voltage amplification and current amplification. It is only used for when you have to provide a buffer of output current equal to input current. So at the input it will be very low input impedance, and where you want very high output impedance, that places we can use common base amplifier. Okay.